happens every now and then, but what actually happens if you need to cough or sneeze whilst you're scuba diving? Hi, all of you awesome scuba divers out there. Welcome to the Scuba Diver Magazine channel, your favourite place for the latest scuba diving news and gear reviews. And welcome to Ask Mark, our scuba diving Q&A, where I, Mark, a former dive instructor, do my best to answer your scuba diving questions. So if you do have any scuba diving questions, pop them down in the comment section underneath this video. Use this Ask Mark hashtag in your question to get it featured in an up and coming video. But in the meantime, I do type out an answer, and the community does an awesome job of answering questions that I may have missed. So thank you everyone for doing that. But yeah, today I'm answering a question from Tom all about what to do if you need to sneeze or cough underwater. So Tom says, 2 questions. How does one handle coughing and sneezing whilst diving, and what city is your accent from? Well, I grew up in the southeast of England, but I moved around a little bit and I've been to lots of different places, so I picked up weird and wonderful sayings and phrases and stuff. But yeah, primarily the UK, basically, and more like the east coast, as it were. But yeah, regulators and sneezing. So second stages are tough, and you can do a lot through one of these whilst it's in your mouth. I have personally thrown up through a second stage before and continued the dive. It was basically, I spent like an entire season teaching in the swimming pool, and occasionally small amount of water gets into your mouth, swallow it, you don't think too much about it. As soon as you go to open water and in the ocean, a small amount of salt water goes into your mouth and you swallow it without thinking. Your body says no, 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 and that comes straight back up. The fish love it. It's not the nicest of sensations. It does take a little bit of concentration. It was a better experience than my buddy who had drunk some questionable house wine. He was diving on a rebreather, a closed circuit rebreather. So that took a lot of control to throw up twice in a row and continue to breathe whilst you're on the dive. But with a traditional open circuit second stage, they're tough. They've got that exhaust valve down at the bottom. So if you do need to cough, sneeze, spit, throw up, do whatever you want, it can go through that valve. The important thing to remember is if there is anything inside of that, to continue to exhale to push it out of the bottom. If you're ever worried about having enough gas in your lungs to do that, I would take it out, press that purge button to purge everything that's inside of it, make sure it's clean, and then put it back in, purge it, and breathe again. But if you can feel like a cough or a sneeze coming on, even if it doesn't feel particularly powerful, I'd still hold on to that second stage. I traditionally hold it by the hose, because if you sneeze especially, that's quite a lot of air volume to pass through that body and through that valve, so there is a chance that it would push it out. If you've got it in your hand, you can either hold it in place or at least put it back in quickly. If you're not holding onto it, it could shoot away and you're underwater, you need to recollect it. So yeah, if you do feel something coming on, just grab hold of it. You can grab hold of the body. It's just I like to have access to that purge button and to manipulate it. So I tend to grab the hose. You still have full manipulation. I think a lot of it's just training to grab hold of the hose instead of the second stage, and yeah, just keep it in place. But yeah, you can do a lot through a second stage. They are built very tough. A sneeze won't be enough to damage anything on the inside. The most that it would do is just push it out of your mouth, and you need to find it and put it back into place. Yeah, I've done all sorts through second stages. Yeah, as I say, they are built very tough. Just make sure that you keep hold of it, and if you need to, remember that purge button is there. Signal to your buddy that you're okay as well, because hopefully they've noticed and they're prepared. Because yeah, stuff happens, especially when people are out of breath, they're underwater, their natural instincts kick in to get out of this water. So yeah, it is just try and keep level-headed. If you feel it coming on, then just grab hold of it. Yeah, I wouldn't worry too much about it. I can't remember the last time I sneezed underwater. I mean, it helps that the air that we're breathing is incredibly filtered, so there's no allergens. If you've got hay fever or something, we're going to filter all of that out before it even enters your cylinder. Coughing though, I think I have coughed underwater before, because you can get quite a dry mouth because we filter out all the moisture as well, so the moisture doesn't rust the inside of our cylinders. So you can get dry mouth, especially on longer dives. So coughing isn't unusual. It very rarely leaves my mouth if I'm coughing, but yeah, it is just the same as what you do on the surface. Just try and keep your mask in place as well. Sometimes air can come out of your nose, and if you're pushing that out, it might dislodge it, and then you need to clear it. So yeah, I just kind of keep everything in place. Try to maintain buoyancy so you're not like shooting off or descending down, and yeah, just keep everything in place basically. But yeah, sneezing and coughing aren't that common. Throwing up neither. It does happen from time to time, but yeah, second stages are very tough, and yeah, the important thing to remember is just to continue to exhale through it to push any remains that are inside of the second stage out, and if in doubt, you can just take it out, press that purge button. If you really don't want to put it back in your mouth, you can swap to your alternate, your octo, or whatever you call it. That should be clean because you've just tested it. But yeah, ideally try and swap back to your primary. Any other questions? By all means, pop them down in the comment section underneath this video. Remember to use this @mark hashtag to get it featured in an up and coming video. Also remember to head over to our website, divernet.com. Check out our magazine, all the news stories that we put out over there. Remember to like, share, subscribe, do all that good social media stuff. Thank you for watching, everybody, and of course, safe diving.